Brace yourself. What if I told you that the sky has been torn open and a hidden clock is ticking, not for everyone, but for those who can feel it? This isn't a metaphor. This is a warning and an invitation. The black moon is here, and it's not what you think. Forget everything you've been told about gentle resets and soft new beginnings. This is a rupture. A cosmic portal swinging open where the rules bend, chaos seeps through the cracks, and reality itself begins to thin. This is rare. This is unapologetic. And the most dangerous part? It's already affecting you right now, and you don't even realize it. From the moment this dark moon rose, the countdown began. You are in a spiritual race against time, but this isn't a race you run, it's one you feel. The portal won't stay open forever. It lingers for only a few days, which is why those who sense it, those who know how to pay attention, are already moving. They're not hustling, they're listening. And when this countdown ends, not everyone will make it through the same door. What happens next will redefine everything you know about your mind, your energy, and your purpose. If you're sensitive to the shifts happening in the world right now, then understand this: the first thing this energy targets is your mind. Your intuition is on overdrive, like an inner radar suddenly picking up frequencies you never knew existed. You'll start noticing everything: the hidden motives behind people's words, the loopholes in conversations, the shortcuts and opportunities you once thought were out of reach. For a moment, it will feel like a superpower. You're seeing through the noise, catching patterns nobody else can see. But that's the trap. The same awareness that feels like a gift can quickly become a prison. When you see too much, you start doubting everything. Your mind spins in circles, second-guessing what's real, obsessing over details that don't matter. It's like being given X-ray vision but staring so long that the world blurs. The black moon doesn't just hand you clarity, it tests whether you can handle it without burning out. This is where everything you thought you knew about manifestation gets turned upside down. Throw out the vision boards, forget the scripting, and stop hustling for alignment. Under this black moon, the ancient rule is simple: the less you try, the more you gain. This is the paradox of blackout manifestation. Those who win right now aren't the ones grinding, they're the ones who have the courage to sit in the stillness, to let the darkness surround them without fighting it. This isn't laziness, it's surrender. It's understanding that the universe is rearranging the chessboard whether you move the pieces or not. Think about how often you cling to control because you're terrified of what might happen if you let go. That's the test. Those who can resist the urge to meddle, who can actually trust the silence, will find reality bending in their favor. Doors swing open. Opportunities appear. People shift into place. Not because you forced it, but because you didn't. And here's the twist: most people can't handle this. They'll overthink, stress, and fidget themselves out of alignment. They'll try to force results when the portal is literally asking them to do nothing. And that's how they miss it. Sometimes the most powerful move is to refuse to move at all. Pay close attention to the strange occurrences over the next few days, the awkward coincidences, the reversed fortunes, the plans that fall apart only for something wilder and better to take their place. This isn't chaos for the sake of chaos. The universe has a ruthless sense of humor, and it's pulling pranks on you. Not to punish you, but to test how tightly you're clinging to the illusion of control. It breaks your script so you'll finally realize you're in a play. The trick is in how you respond. Do you panic when your carefully built plans collapse? Or do you laugh, realizing the universe just rerouted you towards something unimaginable? If you fight the joke, you miss the punchline. But if you laugh with it, you catch the hidden blessing riding underneath the chaos. The funnier and stranger it gets, the more you'll understand. the black moon isn't trying to trick you. It's showing you how fragile your certainty really is. And when you release the fear of losing control, you move through this portal with freedom instead of resistance. This energy doesn't care about your potential, it cares about your purpose. Most people drift through life collecting ideas, dabbling in passions, talking about someday. But the black moon portal drags you, sometimes violently, toward the truth of who you were born to be. That dream you shelved years ago because it felt impossible? That passion you buried because it didn't fit the life you were told to live? That idea you delayed because you were scared? The black moon is shaking the dust off all of it and putting it back in your hands. This isn't about inspiration or journaling, this energy is blunt and relentless. It pushes you into situations where you either step into alignment or feel the deep discomfort of ignoring it. There's no middle ground. That restlessness you might be feeling? That's the pressure of the portal pressing against every false layer of your identity, stripping away the shoulds and maybes until only your real calling remains. You're not being invited to plan, you're being dared to act. The black moon doesn't care if you're ready. It only cares if you're willing. Pay attention to your body. You might find your energy refusing to follow the rules. Some will sink into sleep so deep it feels like traveling to another dimension, waking up with fragments of dreams that feel more real than waking life. Others won't sleep at all, wide awake until dawn, buzzing with restless energy, yet not crashing the next day. The black moon doesn't drain you, it rearranges you. Your internal wiring is being reset. If you've been overworking, it may force you to rest. If you've been stagnant, it may fill you with an intensity that refuses to let you sit still. This isn't random, it's cosmic recalibration. Food might not affect you the same. Coffee might do nothing, or it might launch you into another reality. The line between dream and waking life will blur. These aren't flaws, they're signals. The black moon has reached into your system and flipped the settings. And the dreams, they won't be gentle. They'll feel like raw transmissions, warped and pulsing with something your conscious mind can't contain. You'll wake up drenched in the echo of a feeling you can't explain, an image that won't leave you, the unshakable sense that you just returned from somewhere. These aren't metaphors, they're codes disguised in chaos. The more you try to decipher them with logic, the more they slip away. The truth isn't in interpretation, it's in resonance. How did it make you feel? What did it stir? These dreams bypass the ego and deliver something ancient directly to your system. Sometimes it's a memory. Sometimes it's a warning. Sometimes it's a vision of what hasn't happened yet. And you're not alone, others are receiving eerily similar downloads, their subconscious tuned to the same frequency. The portal is broadcasting. You might find yourself suddenly standing up in the middle of a lazy moment, walking straight into a task you've avoided for weeks. Not because you forced yourself, but because something called you. For once, there's no resistance. Things fall into place in minutes. Mental blocks dissolve. Conversations flow effortlessly. It feels like cheating, like reality is giving you shortcuts. This is the void working in your favor. The gatekeepers are asleep. The resistance is silent. But you must catch this current while it lasts. Hesitation is the killer here. This isn't a permanent shift, it's a ripple in the code. A brief window. If you wait for motivation, you'll miss it entirely. This is about recognizing the pull and following it without second guessing. That conversation you couldn't have, that project you shelved, the wall that kept you from it is gone. Now is the time. Step through, or spend the next few weeks wondering why it all slipped away. The messages aren't loud. They're whispers. Repetitions. Overlaps. A phrase overheard, a lyric that repeats, a line in a movie that lands too perfectly. The universe isn't silent, you're just not listening closely enough. The black moon pulls your attention away from the noise and drops it into the silence you usually avoid. And in that silence, the symbols dance. Don't brush them off. Your rational mind will try to erase them, to dismiss them as coincidence. But intuition remembers what logic forgets. When a message truly lands, it won't just make sense, it will feel like a memory you never had. Something old and sacred remembering your name. Reality is starting to feel thin, like a stage play with visible cracks. Society's scripts feel hollow, but nature feels sharper than ever. The wind has weight. The silence has depth. This is the veil peeling back. It won't stitch itself together again. It stays torn. And fear? Fear is always loudest right before everything changes. The black moon isn't here to destroy you. It's here to expose you to yourself, your patterns, your fears, your power. That discomfort isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that something big is shifting. This moon has two edges. It can bring clarity and confusion, expansion and collapse. It has to, because real change doesn't come from peace, it comes from pressure. What you do with that pressure defines your outcome. Most people will only see the discomfort and label it negative. But you know better now. You've walked through the storm with your eyes open. That awareness is your anchor. That insight is your shield. This portal will stretch you. It will shake things loose. But you won't be caught off guard. You'll move with it. Navigate it. Use it. Because the black moon doesn't signal the end, it marks the moment everything changes. And it's already begun.